Hello, welcome back to day 7 of Strange Antiquities, where we have one of the most mysterious cards I think we've had so far. The Maiden in the Tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. And we also have this to work out, which is to do with what's underneath the shop. We need to find the final object for this. I am pretty confident that we found the correct ones here because they were used earlier, so they must be right, unless I labelled them wrong. And so we have the Horn Shackle and the Evercant, and then the last one is going to be a Moon something. So we're looking for both of those. I'm going to just have a quick look at the map and see if we can work out where the Maiden might be. The Maiden in the Tower points the way. I'm not actually sure whether this is going to be part of this map or part of the Gleeson Castle map. We do have towers. We have like the Hardwick Tower. Let's see if anything is called tower on here. Oh, we have Galfrey's Tower. So I could try both of these. The last couple of cards have been for Gleeson Manor. I'm going to try Galfrey's Tower. So that should be at 22. There's 22. Mossy Wood over there at 21. Oh, it's over here. On Naylor Island. Okay, I climbed the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and am rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the centre of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman. The Maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Okay, this has to be the reference, right? Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere. Is that the information I need? The Maiden in the tower points the way, so she's pointing east. I'm buried among the trees. Okay, so directly east from the tower is this way. If we follow that straight across, we'd get to Mossy Wood, I guess? Yes! I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. That is good. A mossy wood is a good place to be. Okay, we have a strange little figure. Don't know what that's going to be, but the one that we're looking out for, not in gemstones, the one that we're looking out for our puzzle over here is the Moonstone Guardian, which is really vague. It just says it tends to take the form of a comforting guardian. Could that be a comforting guardian? Are you a comforting guardian? Stand on the pedestal. No. Got too excited. Let's pet the cat and see who our first customer of the day is. Oh, hello, Verona Green. Again. I walked up the beck a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened, they were. Well, that's highly suspicious. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robertson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. Could we trace this back to the river where the fish are? Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Oh, thank you. What does Anna want? When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about? second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago, and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. Okay, Anna, that's not comforting at all. Right, so we go to the northern tip of Naylor Island. That's where we just were, where the tower is. Row across from there to an abandoned house. Second from the left in the row of 4. Okay. So across from here to an abandoned house, second from the left in a row of 4. Oh, up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Which direction are we thinking of the left from? From the lake, I guess? So it's this one? I don't know exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague after all. But I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick, is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with a dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. That is creepy. In the center of the altar there's a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that it has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole or any way of opening it at all, but after a while I notice an inscription that says simply, "I open to the voice." Open to the voice, okay. So I have to work out what I could put in here. We did have an item that had like a slithering kind of snaky voice. Or sound to it at least. But I can't remember what it was. Could it be this? This is the thing with the serpent whisper. No. Oh. I should slow down and think this through more carefully. The inscription says, "I open to the voice." Let's look in the book. Do we have anything that's named something like the voice? The voice of Cernunnos. Okay, this was a bronze talk, and we should have this one. But where? Bronze talk. This one? Oh, I labelled that wrong. I labelled that Eye of Cernunnos. That should be the right thing, though. I think. Quick check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this. Yeah, the chest reveals to reveal. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. How weird. That must have been hidden there pretty soon after we were kids then, I guess, if it's that rusted over here. Aww, that's a cute one. Okay, I need to relabel this. That is wrong. It was not the eye. It's the voice. Could our cat be a guardian? You can't detect anything from it. Are you a guardian cat? No. Okay, you can go on the shelf over here. You're at least cute so you can protect us from the creepy eye. Lester Crowley. Hello. I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. Okay. It's not my intention to bring to your attention a matter of contention. Just to rhyme a lot. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart of the Thormic art. Okay. I can see why you might need an incantation of flirtation, Lester. No offense, but maybe don't talk to her like that. A lead heart. Okay. A lead heart. These items depict the god Cernunnos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to a core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. Okay, they are said to kindle romantic interest and they're sometimes given as wedding gifts. We might need to use the scales for this one. Heavier than they look. They depict the god Cernunnos in his non-human form. So that was like a... kind of like a goat, I think. Let's go back to the... Oh wait, the Eye of Cernunnos is actually a thing. So it's a good thing we changed that the label on that one because it's actually a completely different item. So this is Cernunnos. I guess that's his human form, but he does have deer antlers. So I'm thinking he is a deer in non-human form. Do you have any other references to Cernunnos? No, there's no picture of him in the eye bit. That's gemstones. Do we have any symbology for Cernunnos? Don't think we have like gods and stuff in here, do we? No. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did. Could it be this even? Let's put that down there for a second. I have like a goat over here. I don't think he's supposed to be a goat, judging from the horns that are on that picture. And I don't see anything else that I think looks very likely. I think I'm going to go for this. Yes, it is that one. Okay, didn't even have to weigh it. The lead heart. Cernunnos has antlers, suggesting his non-human form is a deer, and I could have checked that it's heavier than it looks. Okay, brilliant. So we have Corvin's Might in exchange. Corvin's Might, sometimes called an eagle's gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. And with it she turned the tide of battle and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Okay. Let's label our leaden heart. Okay. Next, Angus Eaton. Hello Angus, how can I help you? Oh, you're not Eli. I am not. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Okay, thank you. He's not here a lot, to be honest. It's good as new. Okay, I'll take that for you. Oh, I think I know what this is for. This looks a lot like it would fit in this gap. Surely it's for that gap. No? Let's have a closer look at this. A black gemstone. Gold. And it has like a indent here. Nothing remarkable about any of it really. Okay. I was so sure we were just going to be able to put it in there. It's definitely to do with that. I mean, look at it. It's exactly the same. But it doesn't have... the bits don't match up. I can't turn it though, so how would I get it to... Can I know. But maybe I could twist it using that as well. Hmm. Maybe this needs to go into or onto something else before it can go in there. He did say it was a mechanism, but I guess I can't do anything. It must be something that happens to it in there. Okay, let's put it down here then. Eli, there you are. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. Okay, well, do you want the thing that I just took in for you? Because I wasn't trying to open any secret doors or anything with it. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens and the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. Are they not related? They said that it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. Okay, so this wasn't actually helpful, other than things are worse than we thought they were. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. I will be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. Okay, you're just going on a nice trip to the library. I'm running the shop again. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. Have we met him before? I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. Okay, we're going to bribe the librarian. That's what we're doing here. I think I might have a Scythian charm. It sounds familiar. Oh, no I don't. This isn't checked off. So all the Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. Well, that's already confusing. It could be wood, it could be metal. They're used by horticulturalists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Okay, it could be wood, it could be metal, and it's going to feel warm and tingly because it's currently raining outside. That doesn't feel warm and tingly. Let's try things that are wooden first. Okay, wooden. I have quite a few things labelled now, which is actually helpful. Okay, it's not going to be wooden because I've literally just looked at all of my wooden things and it's not that. So I'm looking for planetary metals. And I think the planetary metals were pretty much anything. Let's check. Copper, gold, iron, lead, quicksilver, silver, and tin. Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down. This is made of bronze. Really don't have anything apart from warm and tingly. That one's cool and smooth, so it's not going to be that. Could it be you? You're warm and smooth. Not tingly. What are you made of? Stone and gold? It's not going to have gemstones in. It's also iron. Are you made of stone? Yes. It's bronze with a green gemstone. It could be like a necklace, hard and cool. It's made of tin. Look at this. My heart feels lighter now. It's not going to be that. This feels warm. Not tingly though. It's gold and silver. Ooh, warm and vibrating with energy, and it does have like a plant reference, so is it this? Yeah, that's your Scythian charm. It is made of gold and silver, the leaves hint at the horticultural use, and it does vibrate in the wet weather. Okay, you're welcome, Eli. I feel like you should have known this, so you should have just been able to point it out to me. But we get the page for diverging hook, which is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. But it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thormic branches. That sounds terrifying. Okay, let's label our Scythian charm. Was it like that? No, it wasn't. Okay, who's next? Francesca Robertson. Hello again. I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. It does seem like a pretty strange situation. I'm not surprised. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they're always trying to leave. That's interesting. Have we tried following them? If nothing else, Dranthium tea from a restful Mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them. But if you've got any ideas, then I'm all ears. Okay. So I can either give you restful Mether or a witch's finger. What do witch's fingers do? Said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere, they're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Oh, I'm not sure about that, Francesca. Let's see what the restful Mether is. I think I know what the witch's finger is as well. It's a pretty obvious one. We've got like one item that literally looks like fingers. This one is the thaumaturge is linked to the inner mind. Hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from it, taking on different properties depending on the type. This can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. So it's like this. So essentially it's just a cup. I don't know what it's made of. Well, this is going to be the harder one to find. Significantly harder. Something you can drink out of. It's not going to be this. Oh, actually, didn't I? No, maybe not. I need to make sure that I'm labeling everything as I go. I think I might have forgotten a couple of times. I don't even know if I've got that thing. Do I have any outstanding clues? Other than the moon thing over here. Moon something. This one is solved. That's my Gleason Castle. And this is on Thormic Fields. I don't have anything else. You just try putting this in all the different slots. See if anything happens. No. Okay, worth a try. I just feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe it is to do with this. Let's look at this again. Can I? Oh wait, why does that turn into... Oh, I can press the petals. Ah, okay. Right, let's bring this back up here. So it needs... like... this one, I think? The bottom one. This one and this one. Yes! Ooh. On curses and their effects. A brief overview by Dr. F. Robertson. Well, this could be useful. Black heart. The heart of the sufferer feels constricted as though it's clamped in a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch and veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually death will occur. That's... wow, okay. Praxis, characterized by a necrosis of the flesh. The afflicted will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. Breath of Lyra. While those affected appear to be able to breathe normally, they feel as though they're choking. Burning blood. The subject has the sensation of burning from the inside out. It's rarely survived, and those that do never fully recover. Okay, who wrote this? Morgan's insanity, poison of the mind. Noctic sight. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. Sapphire curse, marked by a telltale blue tint to the eyes. Those under this curse are plagued by waking hallucinations. Tormund's paralysis affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Are we gonna need this later? Is someone cursing people? Can I put that down on my... I want to put that in my desk, thank you. What is this? This does not look like the cup thing I wanted. Some kind of organic material and wood. Sounds hollow when tapped. No inner perception on that. Okay, let's take this out and put it somewhere a bit more visible in case we need it later. And then we can put this away. Probably important, because otherwise I'm not sure why Eli would have hidden it down there. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what the restful Mether could be. I don't even have anything that's remotely cup-like. So we might just have to go for Witch's Finger. Well, you know what, Francesca, you did say if I've got any ideas then you're willing to try it. So I guess we're going to try to shock him out of it with Witch's Finger, but he's not going to like it. I'm assuming it's going to be these. Makes me feel uneasy, I don't like it. It is an actual finger, isn't it? It's said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. No. Really? It's not the fingers? Is this it? I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Maybe I should have checked other stuff first. Do I have anything else that looks like fingers? This one, but I guess that's not literal. This has to be like something that could realistically be fingers. It has like a witch mark on it. It doesn't have a finger. This one's tough. I already know what that is, Oxford Spire. That's not a finger though, that's a whole hand. I can't believe it's not the actual fingers. Although I guess again that is 2 of them. It should be a finger. Purification of the body. Can we get anything from pain? No, it just takes us back to witch's finger. Purification of the body. We might just have to accept the boo-boo prize on this one. A finger. Is it in a bottle? That looks too pleasant to contain a finger. I don't think it's going to be in pearlescent blue glass. I don't know whether it's just because I recently read a short story that was literally about a tree that gets kind of cursed by a witch and there's a creepy thing that crawls out of it, but I'm kind of drawn to the tree. The witch's finger. Also, I'm pretty sure I remember reading that this is the witch's symbol. But it's not. Why would anyone have a finger inside that? You know what, let's just go for it. If I have to do the... Ah, it actually was that. Oh. Maybe I remembered reading it on this. The witch refers to a yew tree and this item's made of yew. And it features the symbol of witchcraft, yeah. So I did definitely read that on here. Okay. That's why it felt like it was that one. And we get the page for Bones Guard. A small item known as a Bones Guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet, but always placed a Bones Guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Well, that's ironic. Okay, we should definitely label this because I'm going to forget that that is witch's finger. Okay. Who's next? Give me a simple one, please. Rebecca Rose, give me a simple problem to solve for you. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're welcome. It's changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but already I'm feeling my way back to painting again. Oh, good. So that was the correct choice. Thank you. Yeah, the other option we could have given to her kind of made her hallucinate, so I'm glad we made the right choice there. Hopefully the witch's finger isn't about to traumatize somebody. And we are closed. Final customer of the day. That was a tough day. Interesting, but tough. And we still have absolutely no idea what the key is going to be. Is this thing at the top a clue, actually? Or is that just to do with the key? Is there anything in my symbology book might help us with that? Deception. Oh, no, not deception. That just looks similar. Oh wait, there, protection. Has a protection symbol on it. Oh, was that just to protect, like, the note? I don't know. There's many secrets still to be discovered here. Let's find out what our mystery for the day is. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. That can't be easy to do to yourself. Okay, this time we have a tower. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Okay, this is an interesting one too. Well, thank you again for joining me on day 7 of Strange Antiquities. Hopefully, we haven't just made a terrible decision to give somebody Witch's Finger, and everything's going to work out fine with that. If you want to find out what's going to happen to that poor man, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!